If you're dealing with physical pain, autoimmune conditions, you're dealing with injuries that aren't healing for any apparent reason, digestive issues, elimination issues, gut issues, headaches, migraines, poor circulation, edema. I mean, I could go on and on with the list. Any of these have a connection, a direct correlation to how you are breathing. If you are ready to be an active participant in your health and well-being, learning how to breathe to stabilize, to right the seesaw of our fight, flight, and freeze, rest, digest, and restore part of our nervous system, to learn how to reduce anxiety and stress, to be able to better manage our stress response and build immunity and resiliency in our body, then learning how to breathe the way our bodies were designed to breathe is going to change your life. It's free. There are no side effects, negative side effects, that is, and it will work collaboratively with whatever else you're doing to support your health and your well-being. Breathing affects your energy, your vitality, your circulation. It changes your outlook. You can go from everything's wrong, it's horrible, and stress to, oh, I feel much calmer. I feel better. I think I can manage this now. Those feelings of the water rising because you're getting so overwhelmed, to bringing the water levels down to, you know what, I think I can go ahead and tackle this now and do this day or manage whatever it is. Change your breath, change your life. Breathing is essential to life. And I know that you are breathing. How do I know? Because you're here. Breath creates life. And it is the cessation of breath that actually transitions us out of this lifetime. So maybe, just maybe, breath is kind of important. As a master Pilates instructor, rehab specialist, and somatics practitioner, as well as a coach and a bioenergetic synchronization technique practitioner, I'm working with breath work with my clients all the time. Breath work to heal their body, breath work to support them in manifesting what it is that they desire in their life, breath work to bring them back into self-regulation. It is key. Yet clients, they talk about being a terrible breather and not breathing as a badge of honor. I'm a terrible breather. I don't breathe. Like it's a great thing, or it's something that they're just willing to accept. If you want to take any responsibility for any of your health and well-being, learning how or relearning how to breathe will be critical to you feeling and living your best life. So first of all, breathing is natural. You're breathing because you're alive, but the question is, are you breathing efficiently and the way that you were born to breathe? And if not, why not? What happens to us in our life that causes us to breathe inefficiently? I love this Slinky example. Breathing creates flow in the body. And everything in the body, all systems work together. No system works alone. You affect one system, you affect another in either direction of disease or healing. When we breathe, we're creating what's called pressure. So when we inhale, we're increasing the pressure. When we exhale, we're decreasing the pressure. So what's happening when we're breathing properly using our diaphragm and breathing into our belly is that we're creating this pump-like motion, which is what brings blood flow, circulation, oxygen, nutrients to all the cells and tissues in our body. It helps with digestion, elimination. It helps with fluid flow within the organs so that the organs can function properly and do their job. So breath is key, but what happens is when we get under stress or there's something that happens, we shift into what's called the sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is one half of what we call the autonomic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is our fight, flight, and freeze. It's essential. We need to wake up. We need to be, oh, I've got to get to work. I have an appointment. I need to get in time. I'm crossing the street. Oops, I moved too quick. There's a car coming. I need to back up. That fight, flight, and freeze is essential to survival. It tells us when we need to giddy up and get going. Oh, I better hurry up and move. So we can get stuck, however, in that fight, flight, and freeze, which is the breathing response here. This is our sympathetic response up here. So when clients come in and I see them breathing, their scalenes are tight. You can see how my neck is tight, tensing. You can see how my chest is rising. My breath, you may not hear it, but is audible. And you can see the tension come into the upper traps. This is going to reduce blood flow. This will cause headaches, afternoon fatigue, inflammation around the eyes, waking up foggy, getting tired midday, tension in the neck and the shoulders, achy and cramping in the mid upper back. All of these are signs that we are breathing in the sympathetic response. The other half of the autonomic nervous system is what we call the parasympathetic nervous system. This is where all the goodies for wellness happens. Parasympathetic is your rest, digest, restore. It's where all the healing happens, all the wellness, all the health happens. Most of us are stuck in the sympathetic. There are few, but there are some that are stuck in the parasympathetic. They are moving too slow, too sluggish. They have no get up and go. They're completely raw. Lots of sleeping. The autonomic nervous system, autonomic meaning it happens automatically without us thinking about it, is a chemical response or reaction in the body. It's designed to act like a seesaw. It's actually as a seesaw with the breath. When we inhale, our heart rate goes up, sympathetic, pressure increases. When we exhale, our heart rate slows down, we relax, parasympathetic. So when we are breathing into the belly and we're using our diaphragm to breathe, there is this natural balance seesaw that happens. This is what allows us to be awake, go, it's time to sleep. We can put our head in the on the pillow, sleep comes to us. We sleep, we wake up, we feel refreshed, our eyes are fresh, we're not feeling groggy, foggy, like we've got to crawl our way to the coffee pot, and then we take something to wake up, and then alternatively, we might take something to go to sleep. When we get stuck in the sympathetic, this is where autoimmune conditions happen. This is where our body doesn't heal. This is where we get gut issues. This is where we start to get edema. This is where we start to get different effects in the body that are related to blood flow, circulation. Our lymphatic system isn't working. We're not eliminating waste. So you can see the impact of not breathing well. We want to be breathing using our diaphragm, using our belly, opening our heart, softening, so that when we inhale, we're really working with this pump that has everything work together. And as I mentioned earlier, no system works alone. No system gets unwell alone. No system heals alone. You impact one system, you're going to impact the whole body. And what the power of breathing using the diaphragm and working with that pump does is it creates health and healing in the body. It reduces stress and anxiety and panic in our body. It increases our energy, our vitality, improves our posture. Pardon me, it strengthens our core, creates stability in the body. Breath does all of this. So if you find it difficult to breathe into the belly, to take those deep breaths, where do you begin? I'm going to show you today just 2 breathing techniques that you can do that is going to get you started in rebalancing the autonomic nervous system, getting the seesaw back into balance. I teach breathing techniques for so many different things in intentional life. I teach it for us to come into our body for people who are too much in the head, stress, anxiety, panic attack, worry. We need to come back into the core and ground. Overwhelm, come back into the core and ground. I teach breath work for people who have back pain, hip pain, knee pain, any autoimmune condition. We want to be doing breath work to improve stability, to improve circulation, decrease inflammation. I may combine it with other things, for sure movement, for sure lymphatic work, but the breath work is always part of it. We may also breathe to activate certain chakras within the body. Maybe I'm having problem visioning. Maybe I'm really challenged in being in my power. Maybe I want to operate from a place of greater love, more compassion. Breath work, specific breath work, can open up these different areas of the body. So ultimately, everything is flowing. So let's look at 2 exercises that you can do that are very simple. And within 1 minute, you will feel a world of difference in your energy, vitality, your ability to feel like you're in control. You know those days where the water level's rising and overwhelm, stress, exhaustion? It brings the water down to here where you're like, yeah, okay, I got this. This is why people feel so different when they come out of a Pilates class or a yoga class. But you can also create it on your own with your own breathing exercises. If you need help with breathing, please do reach out. This is my specialty. I connect breath, as I said, to physical healing, emotional, mental healing, to manifestation, creating intentions and turning your dreams into reality. There's breath involved in all of it. It's free and it's yours to use, and you can do it anytime. It's so simple that I think that's why people don't do it. How can breathing make such a difference? Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Try this on, do an experiment, and notice how you feel. Okay. So just sit comfortably or stand, however it is you're listening. Maybe you're walking and listening. And I just invite you to begin by breathing only in and out through your nose. Allow your tongue to rest in front of the teeth. Your mouth is closed, so we do want the tongue up against the roof of your mouth, but a little bit relaxed. We don't want it like pulled up, but just a little lifted, tip of the tongue, just at the soft palate behind the teeth. And just begin by taking a silent, soft breath in and out of your nose. It might take a few breaths to get out of the neck and chest and down into the belly, but just begin. It doesn't take long and it will come over time. Continue to breathe slow and silent in and out of your nose. And when you start to feel like you're coming into your breath, just do that a couple of more times. Pardon me. We want you to feel ease. All you're doing is taking the time to complete the inhale, complete the exhale, but let it be easy. Now, once you come into your breath and it's like, okay, I feel like I'm breathing. I can feel the breath moving up and down into the belly. I'm going to invite you to take a slow, silent breath in, and then a slow, silent exhale out of the nose. And then you're going to suspend the breath, plug the nose, count to 5, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, and then let the nose go. And then again, just breathe normally in and out through your nose, starting to generate a longer exhale for about 10 seconds. And then just notice how you feel. The reason we hold the nose when you're first learning this is to really ensure that no breath is getting in or out. And we're just sustaining that pressure. we're bringing in a very slight amount of oxygen deprivation. And when that happens, it resets the parasympathetic nerve and the ventral vagus nerve, where the body goes, I'm not getting more oxygen in, so I'm just going to relax a little to conserve. Beautiful. So from there, you can also go into more what we call box breathing, where you inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. And what we're doing here is we are balancing the amount of breath in the sympathetic, the inhale, where the pressure increases, hold, to the parasympathetic, the exhale, where the pressure decreases. So we're taking this pump, slowing it down to regulate the nervous system. If you want to even enhance the relaxation, the calm even more, you're going to begin with an exhale. What that does right away is it resets the parasympathetic. Then you're going to inhale for 4 and exhale for 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You would do that 6 times or for a minute and notice how you feel. This is a beautiful place to begin to retrain your breathing, to rebalance the autonomic nervous system. And what happens over time is it becomes your natural way of being. You'll notice you sleep better when you practice breathing through your nose. We clear up the sinuses. We breathe better. We don't snore. This is where sleep apnea starts to kick in. Health on all levels starts to begin. If you would like to learn more about breathing, please reach out to me. Book a complimentary energy reset call, and let's talk about what's going on for you. And I can create a plan for what you can do to support your health and well-being. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this useful and helpful. Remember, breath is life. Breathe better, change your life.